Hi, this is Sue Booth, and I'd like to welcome you to the webinar. Tonight we're going to cover really about why Jeunesse is the business opportunity really of the century. And I'm just going to share my screen with you. So perhaps if you'd like to let me know if you can hear. Okay, just waiting for people to join. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and bear with me 1 second. Okay, this evening we are covering about why Jeunesse is the business opportunity really of the century. And I really want to take you back and show you a little bit from where we came from and where we're going. Because I think it's all really important to know that you know what you're looking at is really something very special. Okay, our whole system, our whole business is based around the youth enhancement system. So that's all the products that you can see here, and we've got to only have 13 products within our product range at this precise moment. So it's about defending our systems against deterioration. It's about restoring our bodies to better health and better balance, and then improving the fat content, reducing the fat content and increasing the lean muscle, and then enhancing the system. So making sure that your body's getting what it should do out of your daily routine. And then it's about diminishing and rejuvenation. So all those things are really, the whole thing is based around rejuvenation and anti-aging, which is unusual. You don't have any other products that don't do those sort of things. So it's an exciting opportunity. So let's go back. We launched in 2009, and the company is still a relatively young company, 6 years, just had our 6-year anniversary. And so it started off in its first year, it did 30 million, second year, 65 million. And then within that second year, we also, sorry, third year, we were given a fantastic award. Wendy Lewis was, kind of recognized as one of the most top influential women in business. And we had a ranking with the direct selling news of 82, which again, fantastic. Then we increased our turnover to 126 million. Again, just jumping up each year. And then 2013, we were awarded number 78 of the DSN ranking, and given a Rising Star Award. This is not normally given to someone as young as we are as a company. Then we're on the fourth year, 2013, we got up to 257 million. So it's increasing dramatically all around the world, which is what's so amazing. And we're now up to number 46 in the DSN rankings. Wendy Lewis has been nominated as Woman of the Year, and we've also been stated that we're the fastest growing company in the one of the fastest growing companies in the Inc. 500. And we've also been given a huge amount of awards, 18 in total. American Business Awards, we got 6 different ones of those, and also the Telly Awards. Telly Awards are awarded to companies on their videos and their technology, etc. So again, quite an achievement for such a small and young company. Then 2014, we were 419 million. So 400, we're going places. We're starting to increase really dramatically. So where's that going to have taken us in 2015? In June, we really started to break records. June itself in 2015, we hit 120 million in global sales in that month alone. We also had 116,818 new distributor sign-ups. And you've got to remember that's a global number. So, you know, relatively, we're still very, very young company and still very, very new to the business. But astonishingly, it's gone from strength to strength. So year on year, our revenue growth has gone up over and over again. So 2015, we were set to do $1 billion. Did we make it? We sure did. Jeunesse did 1.1 billion, and now we're heading beyond. So you know that we've been places, we're growing, and we're growing quickly, but more importantly, we are still expanding and increasing our volume dramatically. So on that road to that 1 billion, have a look at some of the companies, the other direct selling companies like ourselves. You know, Amway took 21 years, Avon 86, Herbalife 24 years, Mary Kay, you know, 33 years. So look at the difference, and look at the difference with conventional companies. Jeunesse's 6-year experience from 2009 to 2015 has really gone from strength to strength. And that amazes me. It's just incredible. We're on conventional business. Apple's on a 6-year, Facebook was 6 years, Amazon 4 years, and eBay 7 years, and Google 5 years. So we're in good stead to actually, you know, kind of move forward with the giants and become a real legend, I think, and a real visionary company. We're getting a huge amount of covering from Direct Selling and News, who are featured in their magazine, and just really just saying that the youngest company, and we are taking the world by storm, all over the world. It's not just one company, one country, it's all over the world. We've been featured a huge amount on TV, magazines, and if you haven't heard of Instantly Ageless, then you know, you really need to see it. So get back to the person who invited you onto the webinar tonight if you haven't seen it or haven't tried it, because it's fantastic. It's a little temporary product that does work wonders. So that's our product range. So really, let's just now go into just going through how you can look at this as a business to change your career, change your path, and really see what is available for you. So as I said before, we actually have our product line based on stem cell technology. And the skincare that is behind these the products are exceptional. And I just absolutely love these products. They work, they do as they say they do, and they get terrific results. And that's at the end of the day what everyone wants, great results and effective products. So when you look at clinical results, it's all very well a company putting out their own kind of recommendations about why they're so fantastic, but it's really nice to have an independent third-party laboratory study. And as you can see here, that 100% of people actually said that they would willingly recommend these, willingly. And you know, 87% felt their skin looked younger, they felt an improvement in the luminosity and the skin smoothness. And 74% felt an improvement in the skin's firmness as well. And have a look at these pictures. Now these, I was actually quite astonished. I thought it was over a monthly usage, but in fact the lady on the left with the fine lines and wrinkles, that was 5 days after she started using the Luminesse serum. So the difference is quite dramatic on, you know, in a very short time. And the lady on the right with the acne, that's purely just over a 1 month period. So again, what a dramatic result that she's had. And it's obviously been a long-term problem for her. So we can address lots of different issues and have great results from them as well. Instantly Ageless. As I mentioned before, Instantly Ageless is like a Cinderella product. It's a temporary product. It's a little micro cream, and you get 25 ampules in a box. And so it will do the average person anywhere from 2.5 to 3 months. Just great results within a couple of minutes. And if you haven't seen the video, then you really need to have a look at it. If you haven't tried it, get someone to show you, demonstrate it for you, because it's great. It lasts 8 to 10 hours, and again, it just lets you go to the ball, you know, so you can be Cinderella for the night. And as the skincare does the long-term benefit as well, so that's brilliant. The video, unfortunately, is not working on my slideshow, so I'm going to skip on. Reserve. This was about defending our system, and defending our system from environmental damage is really important. And so this is an antioxidant fruit blend, which is designed to really be absorbed very easily through the mucous membrane. And that's important, that it's actually absorbed quickly, because your benefit's going to take the benefits of it far, far quicker. It's got the equivalent of like 189 bottles of red wine, but lacking the hangover, which I'm pleased to say. So it's a great product and has great results for people who have some inflammation problems as well. So again, not making any claims, but it's a fabulous product to use on a daily basis. AM/PM. This is one of the ones we were saying that enhancing your system. And, you know, a lot of people suffer with sleep problems. And so AM and PM is designed to regulate your body that much better. So PM you obviously take at night, and I have a husband who up until recently did not sleep very well at all. He used to maybe sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. It urged him to try the PM, and that night he slept 8 hours. So it's great. It's like knockout drops as far as he was concerned. But more importantly, when you get a good night's rest, your body does some repair work. So again, it's really important for that. And then the AM is designed to kind of kickstart your system again in the morning, boost your metabolism properly, and make sure that you're actually functioning as you should be. It gives you great clarity of mind and focus during the day. So it's a really brilliant everyday product. Zen Body is one of the products range that we have that actually helps balance your system. So it's about, we were saying about balancing the ratio between fat and lean muscle. This actually reduces the fat in your system and improves the lean muscle content in your body. So it's a combination of 3 different products that actually work in synergistically together. So it's absolutely sensational when you actually put it into action, and the results are just phenomenal. So again, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with this range. Now we're going to take you through the compensation plan, because it's about knowing that you can actually make an income out of this. And I'm now going to hand over to Nigel, and he's going to take you through just how you can benefit yourself and earn an income from this.
Hello everybody, welcome to the call. I'm just going to cover a little bit about the income. I think it's worth pointing out that actually Jeunesse has created something really quite special here. The $1 billion that Sue was talking about in terms of the revenue stream it's managed to generate in a single financial year is a real milestone. It's, as you've seen, quite a record. Excuse me. But this has been done because of 2 things. One is because of the product line, which Sue's been going through, which is really exceptional, I have to say. She and I spent a lot of time looking at it before we decided to join the company. And the technology, and the recent science that's gone into that program, the product program is extremely progressive, right up there with the best, which is one of the reasons why, of course, the company is managing to create the income that it does. But the second reason is, excuse me, that because the way that Jeunesse has actually structured its income stream, the reward that people like Sue and I and yourselves looking at this perhaps for the first time, wanting to make some income or indeed change your life and become financially free, Jeunesse's combination of product and plan actually generates really significant incomes, literally life-changing, and is doing that all over the world, because this is a global business. Now trading in 121 different countries and growing all the time. Jeunesse is, whilst you may be building your business locally, is potentially global for you. And because, again, of the way that the system works, you will have people, as you build your organization in other countries, your business will gradually percolate out across the globe, even though you may not know people in the countries in which you find yourself earning some income, from which you find yourself earning income. So these are the 6 streams we're going to talk about briefly. Much greater detail available to you if what we say is appealing, and you want to know more, then talk to the person who invited you on the call tonight, and we'll get you more information about how this actually works. Number 1, a retail profit. I think everybody understands that concept. Excuse me, again. One is we're buying it wholesale and selling it retail, keep the profit in between. So for retail customers, it's a very straightforward proposition. We buy at one price, sell at another. New customer acquisition bonus. The company growth is driven by finding new customers. The company's continued growth grows by finding new customers and keeping the ones we already have. You know, there's no point in selling something to somebody once. You want to go on selling it to them. So again, the program is developed and designed to help to keep customers once you found them. That means your income grows because 1 new customer, 2 new customers, 3, and so on. You're getting repeat commissions on that all the time. Third, team commissions. Team commissions simply are those that come from the team of distributors that you build. So on the one side, you're looking for retail customers. On the other side, you're looking for new distributors to become members of your team, developing businesses and income for themselves as well. You create a commission from that, and I'll go through what that means a bit later. 4, leadership matching bonus. That's to do with the people that you directly work with that you have sponsored. In other words, those you personally brought into the program. Because of the structure of the Jeunesse plan, you're only actually allowed to build 2 lines of business. So someone that you personally sponsor could end up being placed a very long way down in a leg of business because of that structure. And the leadership matching bonus is designed to make sure that you don't lose the advantage of having personally sponsored and continued to sponsor new people. So it's treated like that person is literally personally related to you, and bonuses are paid based on that relationship. Number 5, the customer acquisition incentive. I'll come to that because that's an additional bonus. And last but not least, the leadership bonus pool. That's when you reach certain levels of rank within the plan itself that give you a share of the overall bonus pool itself across the whole company. And that's paid out to people who've proved their worth by building large organizations. So we'll cover each of those in turn. So let's just quickly look at retail profit. Here, by way of example, everything, by the way, is denominated in dollars, US dollars, that is. This is a US company. The US dollar is still the global reserve a monetary unit, and as a consequence, it makes it easy for everybody else to peg their currencies to that, and for us to be paid in that way. So everything you see will be denominated in dollars, and then translated into whatever local currency is appropriate for people to pay in a local market. So in this example, paying $83.95 for a product, sell it at the suggested retail of $134.95, and you earn a $51 retail profit. That's a sensible retail profit. There's a bonus for being able to create that for yourself. It's instant money, which of course is what retailing is about. Second thing, get 2 preferred customers. The preferred customer is someone who registers to buy on a regular basis. And if you create 2 of those for yourself, it's paid for you. So that means that you're effectively creating, forgive me, I've gone a slide forward. You're creating a continual bonus based on the repeat of that person's purchase on a regular basis. Next one, customer acquisition bonus. So as you're personally enrolling new customers into your team, new people, you're sharing your product, you're sharing your opportunity, the customer acquisition bonus is paid. And these bonuses are paid on the purchase of one of the optional Jeunesse product packages. These packages are put together to help people to have a spread of product that enables them to begin to build a distribution business with certain privileges based on the size of the product that they actually the size of the package they actually buy. Now in the UK, we don't have all of these packages. We don't have the jumbo package or the 1 year jumbo package. However, if you're in Europe or pretty much anywhere else in the world, those two packages are available for you. The CV figure is the commissionable volume figure. That will become clear later as you get into more detail of this. This is not a training on the compensation plan, so I'm not going to go into the real detail of that today. But the customer acquisition bonus, which is the money number on the right column, is the bit that you should be interested in. Clearly, the bigger the package, the bigger the income from the customer acquisition bonus. So there are two benefits. One is that for the distributor bringing a new person on board to become a distributor, then they get paid larger amounts of money based on the scale of the package. For the person buying in on the package, there are significant additional volumes and products and a better price and incentives by buying a bigger packages, as you might expect. Okay, third, team commission. This is where some of the big money is actually really made, because this is a networking business. And remember, networks consist of lots of people doing a little bit. And those lots of people doing a little bit in your organization do not exist without your effort. So the company says, what we want to do is to reward you for your effort. So we're going to pay you a certain way down certain numbers of people within your organization. And this is how it works. So here you are, and I've used 100 PV here. That's the commissionable volume in order to illustrate what we're actually doing. So you can only have 2 lines of business. So your first 2 people, Joe and Anne, are placed in separate lines underneath you. That's it. You only ever have 2. And you become an executive at that point, because now you've created 2 new people, you've created enough volume, and you make a step up in rank, as you will see in a minute, from associate to executive rank. And that's a key position for everybody in the way this plan works. Anne has now decided to go out and begin to create her business. And she has sponsored Ria and Tom. So now Anne has actually become an executive, because she in turn has done her 2 and her own volume, and that's created an executive position. So she's gone up in the rank. Ria and Tom do the same thing again. Mary Sue, Liz and Roy, again, they now have become executives as well. So the net effect of what's gone on here so far is that Anne has created 2 executives of her own, and Ria and Tom have also done the same thing. And there is 300 in CV points on this green group and 600 altogether in the red group. The bonus is paid every time this ratio happens in the separate lines of business. 300 in one, 600 in the other, and a commission of $35 is paid to you. Now, bear in mind, this is what happens when your organization has volume going through it. This in time takes on a life of its own, because people down, let's just take you again, for example. You sponsored Joe and Anne, but you probably have never met or don't know Liz and Roy until Liz and Roy become part of your organization. So you see the point here. It's consequences of what you do leading to new people becoming customers and distributors within the organization. Now, here's the really interesting bit. This $35 bonus can be earned up to 750 times in a week, based on the total volume going through your organization. Now that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. But you have to remember that around the world, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of distributors within the Jeunesse network, and there are 2 lines of business. So there are people already creating this level of income on a week-by-week basis, and I should think they're extremely happy with it, because $26,250 a week can come from just this one bonus of the 6 that we're talking about. So there's big money available is really what I'm driving at. The fourth thing, leadership matching bonus. You will have heard earlier that I said it's important to get to the executive level. From associate through distributor to executive, each one of those in the illustration I showed you had become an executive by sponsoring 2 people who had done 100 in CV points themselves. And essentially that simple idea of creating executives takes you from the left side of the plan to the right side of the plan. That's where the really, really big money is actually made. As you will see, Crown Diamond, there's a one-off bonus paid in one go of $1 million. But as we move from left to right, you'll see that there are percentage bonuses shown from Jade Executive upwards, paid on the downline volume. Now, what do I mean by downline? Just go back to this. Here's you at the top, and Tom and Roy are downline from you. Anne has Ria and Mary downline from her. That's what I mean by downline. So these figures shown in different layers are relating to the qualified positions within your organization download from you. And the larger the volume and the greater number of executives you have in your organization creates a greater depth of payment, up to 7 levels of payment in the percentages you see shown against each of these positions as you progress from left to right. This is how the really big money is actually made. And thus far, when you reach a diamond director, you'll see in the slide about 2/3 of the way up. The average income for a diamond director is about $1 million a year. So there are 127, or there were probably more by now, since the company became into being. Number 5, customer acquisition incentive. You can earn an additional 5% on your first level if you have 5 retail customers, preferred customers or wholesale customers, and an additional 10% if you have 10 of them. Now, the reason for this is because the company's saying, look, we don't just want you to go out and recruit distributors. That's great. We're very happy with that. And we've got incentives for you and commissions for you to be paid for doing that. But we'd also like you to continue to look for customers. Now, actually, this is what tends to happen here is that customers happen because you're looking for new distributors, or you're looking for distributors, and customers happen as a consequence of that. Some people decide they don't want to be one thing, but they're happy to be another. And that's a side effect of the recruitment process. And so the more people you connect with, that you share the opportunity and the product with, the more of these people you will have. Inevitably, you will reach this figure because it literally is the side effect of the recruitment process. Last bonus, but not least by any means, because that diamond position, as I mentioned, is probably the key one to focus on for the really ambitious. 3%. Now, bear in mind what that means. Jeunesse has just broken the $1 billion mark, actually well broken it. Of that $1 billion, around about half of it's paid back into the distributorship. So somewhere in the region, let's call it 500 million because it's an easy number. $500 million is being paid back into the distributorship around the world. The diamonds share in 3% of the total commissionable volume on a quarterly basis. 3%. Now, 3% of 500 million is quite a lot. To break that down into quarters, so you divide it by 4. Even so, between 100 and some odd people, that's a lot of money additionally. And why do they do that? Why has the company decided to do that? Well, quite simply because it's a reward for the effort they've already put in. It's a reward for the continued effort they go on putting in. It's a reward for their leadership and for the sharing of their knowledge, their experience, the training they can give, the excitement they create, and the fact that they tend to continue doing it because the company's eager to respond to those people who go out and make things happen and to reward them on a continuing basis. That's why this bonus actually exists. Keeps these people interested, invested in the business. Last thing, there are other bonuses as well, which are not really itemized. There are customer incentives, trips, and other incentives. There's lots of personal training conferences, the global opportunity. We're always working towards events. This coming weekend, there's one in Lisbon, a company event, one in Madrid. There's a company event in Madrid. And then the week after, there's another company event in Lisbon, where lots of people will be getting together for training and meetings about bringing new people in, and excitement and new opportunities. So I guess those of you who are listening to this for the first time are you're probably asking a single question, which is, can I do this? Well, the long answer to this is anyone can. The longer answer is, do you choose to? And that is a key question only you can answer, because what you have to understand is that this is available to anyone. And really, I also want to say that this is not under test. Jeunesse has already reached just over $1 billion a year, with due respect to you, without you. So it's not dependent on you to make it and take it to the future. It's actually asking you if you'd like to take advantage of what it has to offer. And if you do want to, then there's everything here for you to potentially become as successful as you want to become. Everything is in place. The product is in place. The plan is in place. The training is in place. The sponsorship in place. The help is in place. Everything's there for you to actually create something for yourself. So what do you do next? Well, quite simply, make a decision. Yes, no, perhaps. That doesn't matter. Just share that with the person who invited you on the call, because they'd like to work with you. That's why they invited you. The person upline from you, if you're in our organization, we'd like to work with you as well, because your success is part of ours and vice versa. That's the essence of what we do here, is we help people to be as successful as they want to be. Connect with the reason you're doing this, because that's a really important thing. It's the motivator. Set the goal. What do you want from this? Why would you be doing this? Take the brakes off your thinking and start to live the life you'd like to live, rather than living the one you perhaps are because you don't think you can do anything else. There's always something new. There are new possibilities. Create your list of people and let's share that together. Don't, whatever you do, go out there and start to approach that list without the support of your sponsor and us in this instance, because that's our role, is to help you to get the most from it that you can. And we go to work together to connect with your list. So how do you take advantage of it? Well, simply get registered. £23.72. This is not a McDonald's franchise where you'd have to put your hand in your pocket for probably somewhere in a region of the UK anyway, in the region of £1 million to secure a franchise. This is a very low cost entry point, and actually in many ways that's a bit of a disadvantage, because you want to be committed to this, and if it's that lower cost, then very often people commit and then don't really commit. So make sure you understand why you want to do this. That gives you your personalized retail website, brilliant IT. Jeunesse has got fantastic IT, wonderful website and backup. The back office, nothing left to chance in relation to the way you can manage your business in terms of reports and resources and so on. Choose a package that suits your requirements. Again, talk to the person who invited you on the call. They'll talk you through the package options. A basic one, however, activates your position. Supreme qualifies you to get paid as a Pearl for 60 days. An Ambassador qualifies you to be paid as a Sapphire for 180 days. So choose the position that's the most appropriate to you. What's the best place to be? Well, Ambassador is the best place to be. It really is the most effective option. There's more product selection. It's a way better price, and of course it pays you at Sapphire. So in order to wrap up, what I'd just like to say to you, here's the synopsis. Get registered, select the package, choose who you want to partner with, connect with your why, I would add to that bit. In other words, why you're doing it, and work with your sponsor to become that executive. Remember, that just means 2 people. And we go to work in the next few days and then do it again. And on that note, I'm going to hand you back to Sue. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. Excuse me for coughing here. Thanks for taking us through that. That was great. And it's really nice to know that it's important that people understand that there is a fantastic business opportunity here. So if you've seen something that you think would suit you, we'd love to work with you. And so we look forward to seeing you perhaps at the next event. If you know anyone in Madrid, then get in touch in one way or another, and then we'll kind of do that. We're going to be in Lisbon with some of our group as well. So looking forward to that. We hope you've enjoyed the webinar, and if you didn't get a chance to see it all or didn't get in on the beginning, there will be a replay link sent to you as a registrant. You can actually share that with other people as well. So thank you very much for your time and attention, and we look forward to speaking to you next Monday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.